Hi, my name is Asia Dang. I really like active dates, so maybe miniature golf or batting cages, or the dates I really enjoy going on are sports dates because I'm a huge sports fan. So baseball #1 is awesome because it's quiet enough and sometimes boring enough to where you can talk, to each other and get to know each other, but there's, entertainment involved as well. Those are my type of dates. I think day dates are awesome because then if it's horrible, I can go home to a glass of wine and call my girlfriend and it's not too late. And if it's great, you could possibly continue the date into the evening. So I'm a huge proponent of day dates. I find that when guys just come up, and just be straightforward, like, "You're beautiful, I just wanted to say hi and introduce myself." Cool, perfect. I mean, it's really that simple. I don't like bullshit. Like, don't try and stare at me across the room and be all creepy. Just come up to me, say that you want to talk to me, say that you want to meet me, and I will entertain that idea until I find that you're creepy. Then I will not anymore. I'd say the exact same way. I mean, I've been realizing, or guys recently that have approached me during the day have been just as straightforward as they would at a bar, but they don't linger. And I really like that because during the day, I'm busy. I don't have time to talk to you. So they'll just go up to me and say, "Hey, you're gorgeous. I just wanted to let you know, and I hope you have a great day." Perfect. I think that's a great in. And, if they want to ask me for my information and I want to give it to them, I'll give it to them, and then we can have a discussion later on. And if not, I'll just say thank you very much and enjoy your day as well and walk away. That's basically it. No bullshit, period. No matter when you want to approach me. What would make me reject a guy, I think, is a poor attitude, first of all. Like thinking that you are better than me. That really annoys me. It's like this cockiness kind of thing, like, "Ooh, you should be lucky that I've approached you." I hate that. And I think girls get a sense of it. It's just like this disgusting aura that guys get off. I will reject that immediately. I don't care if you look like Channing Tatum. I don't have tolerance for that kind of attitude. But that's really it. Can't really reject anyone immediately without knowing them, but that'll do it. The type of fashion that stands out for a man for me, like, I'm super chill and laid back, and the type of guy that I like tends to have kind of like this East Coast swag going on with like an NY hat and just relaxed jeans and stuff like that. So I'm not really, guys that are too fashionable for me are kind of a turnoff. I don't know, to me, when guys follow trends, it seems like they don't have their own sense of style. So I don't really pay attention. I will tell you that if a guy has way too much jewelry on, that's a complete turnoff to me. If you're wearing more jewelry than myself, and I don't wear that much jewelry, obviously, then I just can't deal with you. That's an issue for me. I think it's just weird. And tight jeans. Those are the fashion statements that stand out to me, but in a bad way. Skinny jeans, lots of jewelry, and fedoras. I can't do anything with a fedora. I just can't do it. I think a kiss on a first date is fine as long as both of you are into it. Like I went on a date recently and a guy kissed me on the first date, and I just wasn't into it because I didn't know him that well, and I haven't talked to him since. So I think you really need to be careful and gauge the connection and the chemistry appropriately, because if you kiss them on a first date and they're not ready for that, then it's a total deal breaker. Total deal breaker. So I would say be patient. you know? If you feel like there's a big enough connection between you two to have a kiss on a first date, I think if you wait until the second or third date, then the chemistry will just be out of control. So I think it's better to be safe than sorry. I would rather have a guy call me to set up a date. I hate this text messaging stuff. I mean, I understand like it's faster and it's easier for guys, and that's just the way people are these days, but call me old-fashioned. I think it just says something about a guy. To me, when a guy calls me to set up a date, it tells me that they're a man. And when people text me to set up dates, they're boys. Like, you can't take the time out of your day to give me a 5-minute phone call and let me know what the plan is. I don't know. For me, if someone calls me to plan or just calls me in general to chit chat or whatever, then I have much more respect for that guy. What comes to mind where guys can touch me to make me shiver is if you're like out and about to kind of just hold your hand or like put their arm around you, and that's it, because I think that's something that shows you that they respect you and that they care enough for you. It's like this protective shield. And then the other stuff later on during the night, I guess the guys will have to find out individually what I like that makes me shiver. But during the day, it's more of like a comfort thing to put your arm around me. Group situations are really tough. So the best way to approach me in a group situation would be to not. I mean, for me, if I'm in a group with my friends, then that's what I want to do. You know, that's who I want to be with, that's who I want to hang out with. If if it's at a bar and I happen to go to the bar to buy a drink, then be my guest. But it's really hard to, go and talk to a woman when she's already surrounded by her friends. I think that's a really weird situation and should be avoided. Just wait for me to be by myself, like at the bar or in line for something, and then you can make your move. But if I'm with my friends, I would say don't bother. No, I've never had a one-night stand. For me, it's, I take, intimate moments really seriously, so I only share them with people who I really, really care about, and one-night stands would just never happen for me. For me, the most important part of a man's personality is his drive and confidence, and humor, of course. But for me, I'm a really driven person and very career-oriented. So if you're not at my level, then I find you lazy. So whether or not that's the case, but that's something that's really important to me. Drive, passion, another one, confidence, and humor as well. Because you gotta keep things fun and light. What turns me on the most is confidence, someone that's sure of themselves. Like my girlfriend has an amazing boyfriend, and he's older. And I think that age has given him this like no bullshit, like I don't fuck around attitude, and I really like that. So if she does something that he doesn't like, then he'll just tell her up front, and she'll be like, okay, I'll fix that, instead of like, pouting or avoiding the subject and just being a baby about it. And I really like that. I like that assuredness and that, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, period. That confidence and that, self-assuredness is something that really turns me on. Because like, oh, okay, I will certainly do that, sir. I don't know. I think that's really sexy. The most interesting topics of conversation when I'm with a guy. I think it kind of depends on the guy. Like in my Ask Asias, I've said before that you should never discuss politics on a date, but I've actually been doing that lately, and I think it depends on whether you feel like the guy is open-minded enough to have an adult conversation about it and really converse about, whatever you want, or if they're just so narrow-minded that it'll turn into an argument. So I think any conversation can be really interesting and really engaging if the other person is open-minded enough to actually have a conversation about it. I don't know, sports is always fun. Because I think they are surprised when I actually know stuff, and I think that turns them on too. But there's no like right or wrong conversation. It's kind of a right or wrong kind of person. What makes me bored with a guy? A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I'm super mellow, but I do kind of have a big personality, and I need someone to harness that for me. And if I'm too out of control, I need someone to say, calm down. And if you don't have that personality to do that, I get bored with you real fast, because then I know I can just walk all over you, and I don't like that. I need a man that challenges me. So if you don't challenge me, then I just can't deal with you. And someone who doesn't do what they say they're gonna do. I get not so bored, but I get mad at that, and then I don't deal with you for that either. So if you say you're gonna call me at a certain time, you call me at a certain time, because chances are I've tried to schedule around it, so we could talk or discuss or whatever. So I don't know, just challenge me and do what you say you're gonna do. If you do those, then I will, pay attention to you 100%, and if you don't, then I just will find someone who does. I don't really have a type of job that my dream guy has to have. I think he just needs to be passionate about it, and he has to love it. I am someone who doesn't do things I don't enjoy doing. I quit everything. I am a quitter, and I don't care because I don't do stuff that I don't enjoy. And I don't understand people who do. I understand that people have to make a living, but if you're miserable over it, then I just don't know how you can live your life. So the job doesn't really matter to me as long as you love doing it. Does a guy have to make a lot of money to be attractive? No, absolutely not. But it also says something about you if you can't support yourself. I mean, I can support myself, so why can't you support yourself? But does he have to be a millionaire? No, not at all. He just needs to be responsible enough to be able to support himself. Would I ever date a virgin? Yeah. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm particular with the people I choose to spend my time with in that manner. So if you happen to have not found that special person, I think that's more power to you. And I would have no problem dating a virgin. Confidence is so attractive because it shows women that you are sure of yourself. I mean, there definitely is a fine line between confidence and cockiness, and there's a lot of people, especially in LA, that have crossed that line over to cockiness. But like for me personally, I'm a very confident person, and I'm very sure of myself, and I mean what I say and I do what I say, and all of that is just how I live my life. So I need someone that is like that as well. Insecurity is something I don't deal with. I don't have insecure friends, and I don't date insecure men, just because I find, and this might sound really harsh, but I find that to be a weakness. I mean, I'm a woman, so I have insecure moments, but I'm not an insecure person. And I just think that there's something to be said about a man who is confident in what he does, confident in who he is. And to me, that's man. Confidence is manly, insecurity is boy stuff. I want a man. Where can a guy find hot women? Anywhere? I mean, this is the world. There's hot women everywhere. You just have to look around. I mean, especially in LA. I mean, hello. People come here to be famous, so there's beautiful women everywhere. You just have to be on the lookout for it. I really enjoy it when guys find women during the day, because I think they're like women, when you go out at night, they're so made up, you know? But during the day, they're more themselves. And I think if guys find women attractive during the day when they're in sweatpants or when they're done working out, then there's going to be more of attraction, more of an attraction later on, because you're seeing them, you know, at kind of their, not low point, but you're seeing them in their all-natural state. So there's women everywhere. You can find a woman everywhere. Just gotta look for them. The proper way to touch a woman, like on a date, would be, I think, just something really gentle, like touch her hand, or, you know, touch her leg, or touch the small of her back. I think anything else would be kind of inappropriate, especially if you guys are just starting to date. So just be gentle, be a gentleman about it. I don't think there is a way that you can say, I'm going to sleep with a man on this date. It's just a feeling. For me, I have to feel very comfortable and secure with the guy. I have to basically feel like they're not using me for sex. So I would tend to wait like a month or so. But I don't know. I think it depends on the connection, and it depends on the person. I don't think girls can say on the third date I'm going to sleep with them, because that doesn't mean anything. If there's a connection before that, if there's a connection after that, then go for it. But for me, it normally takes around a month for me to feel secure enough with a guy to be like, okay, he's not just here to have sex, because if they are, then they're long gone before the month ends. So that's kind of my rule.